Om Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Simple Meaning, Chapter 2, Sankhya Yoga, verse 55. Śhrī Bhagavān uvācha prajahāti yadā kāmān sarvān pārtha mano-gatān ātmany-evātmanā tuṣhṭaḥ sthita-prajñas tadochya prajahāti yadā kāmān sarvān pārtha mano-gatān ātmany-evātmanā tuṣhṭaḥ sthita-prajñas tadochya. This is a very important shloka. Here Bhagavān begins to answer the question, the query that was asked by Arjuna. What is how a sthita-prajña looks like? What is his future lakshanas? In the previous shloka, so in this shloka, the Lord is telling, prajahāti yadā kāmān sarvān pārtha mano-gatān. Partha, O son of Pritha, yadā, when mano-gatān, that they are in the mind, contained in the mind. Sarvān kāmān, all desires. Prajahāti, jahati means renounce, prajahāti means properly, abandons, completely abandons, renounces. Yada, when ātmany-evātmanā, ātmana, by the ātman, by the self, ātmany-evātmanā, in the ātman alone, in the self only, tuṣhṭaḥ, satisfied, contented, tada, then sthita-prajñas, a man of steady wisdom, uchyate, one is spoken of as. O son of Pritha, when all the desires of the heart have been renounced, abandoned, and the spirit, the self, finds joy, satisfaction, contentment in itself, without dependence on any external factor, then is one spoken of as a person of steady wisdom. So now this shloka, as we mentioned earlier also, is the beginning of the characteristic features of a sthita-prajña, the man who is established in steady wisdom. So, prajahāti yadā kāmān, when all the kāmas or the desires of the heart are thrown away. So, first thing is, it's not easy to throw away all the desires, but even if you give up all the kāmas, the desires from the heart, that may not make you sthita-prajña. Why? Because a question may arise, when there is no desire in the mind, then it may make you mad also. When mad people will not have what they are thinking, there is no connection. So, even Acharya Shankaracharya also raises this question, that a man may become mad, it may be a pathological state of mind if there are no desires in the mind. So, what is then? That's why he says, ātmany-evātmanā tuṣhṭaḥ. This is very vital thing here. ātmany-evātmanā tuṣhṭaḥ. Atmana, by the self, you are contented, satisfied in ātmany-eva, in Atman alone. Not depending on anything external. So, such a person is called sthita-prajñas. Such a state of mind is called sthita-prajña, and a person is called sthita-prajña. Again, so just by hearing this, oh, such is the highest state. So, let us also give up all the kāmās and then try to be contented in self alone. Anybody and everybody cannot attain to this state again, because the prerequisite is, the condition is, as we have discussed previously, the karma yoga. You have to perform your karma as yoga with unattached mind, and you have to prepare yourself. This here is being discussed, all these characters, all the lakshanas, the features which from this shloka onwards are going to be discussed. This is of the person of steady wisdom, that is the highest state, who is in samadhi, how his behavior towards this world, etc. So that means he has already purified himself through the karma, and now no more karma is there for him to do. He has reached that state, and there is no more things that he need to know. So before that, we all need to do the karma as yoga, with the yoga buddhi, the detached mind. And same time we need the scriptural teachings, a serious scriptural understanding, not a superficial understanding, casual study, but a deep study, after which mind will be clear, and then the mind, with that clear mind, discrimination, the mind with the discrimination, viveka, one's mind will become achala, nischala, as said in the shloka, shruti vipratipannate yadā sthāsyati nischala samadhā vachala buddhi tada yogam avāpsyasi. Shloka number 53. So this is a wonderful shloka. So Acharya Shankara says one more thing, that which are the lakshanas that has been attained by a person already, sthita-prajña, they will become the means, sadhana, for a person who is in that path of attaining to that state. So everyone should, after listening to this, they should take it as a sadhana, the path to attain to the state which is being described here. So one need not or should not just imitate. Imitation will not make a person sthita-prajña, a man established in the wisdom. But one should go through the steps followed. Here this is the state mentioned of actually a sannyasi, sthita-prajña, who has given up all the kāmās and he is contented in his own self. And then we see sannyasis also doing so many types of work involved in the world. Even Acharya Shankara we see, and then great saints we have seen that they are doing so many things for the people. But one thing we need to know here is that they do not have any worldly desire. They themselves do not want anything. But whatever they are doing, because they see the self in themselves and the self in everyone, So, there that doing for oneself has been extended to everyone now. They say the same Atman in everyone. So whatever they do now, that as a demonstration to others how they should lead their life, how they should work. So later in the 3rd chapter, Bhagavān says, even a jnani also should work to become a model for the people who are still in the lower state of the spiritual progress. So that's why we see even the great saints also, even in spite after attaining to the highest state also, they most of the times they come down to the level of people and then do lot of work, as Swami Vivekananda also, who at a moment of notice he would enter into samadhi, but he cried for the people. He wanted to liberate everyone, so his heart cried for the people in bondage. So we see so many other examples, many great saints, the Mahatmas, the Avatara Purusha, they work for the mankind with a greater understanding or greater motive. It's not a self motive, but seeing the Atman in everywhere. So they are free from the desires, but then become an example to the mankind. So they are not bound. They are already liberated, and being liberated, they will be involved in so many work, but not getting attached to anything. So here onwards we will see in next shlokas the description of the sthita-prajña. This is the first shloka describing the sthita-prajña, that when he renounces all the desires from the heart, that they are in the heart, and his contentment is in the self alone, through the self and in the self alone. Such a person is called sthita-prajña, the man of steady wisdom. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Rama Krishna Arpanamastu.